The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in the green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepares the table before I. In the presence of our enemy them. Who anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy, I go follow I. All the days of I life, me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kedema away, gromabe. How ma uso bolisa? I don't know what it was simply a for. How I tell you more? Oh, you all adon. This is the black pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. Now, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the black pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. Again, here we are not neutral, and we have never claimed to be, because we are not. We have actually taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food and all this palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. This is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And we subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the black pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. This is the headquarters of the truth. It is the habitat of the truth, the jungle of the truth, the address of the truth. This is the foundation of the truth, the mansion of the truth. Yes, the hometown of the truth. In fact, the bedroom of the truth. Ultimately, this is the truth. It's the black pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram. We are also on X, formerly called Twitter, and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Please share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. I must apologize for the abrupt nature in which we ran out of the studios the last time we were here. We had to go on a peace concert tour of the northern regions, and we made such a great impact in the area. We must apologize that we did not announce this beforehand. It was announced on our social media pages. Unfortunately, we couldn't mention it here. We were overwhelmed with the events and all that. We do apologize for that. Please share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. Like the show so everyone can see that we have the numbers. And above all, please be decorous when you send in your messages. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. Come here. Now, my brother, my sister, today we have 4 very important stories to share with you. And we're going to run with the speed of light. They are interesting. Exclusives. This is the home of exclusives. And today we're going to keep it very, very much straight to the point. And we need you to share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. Oh my God. Recommend us to family and friends. At the same time, hit on the subscription button. Right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here, we ultimately speak truth to power. At this point, Let me just say thank you so much to our sponsors. We are sponsored by the kind courtesy of Tesori D'Oriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori D'Oriente. Hey, now listen, it is a shower gel, more than just a shower gel. Yes, it is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, and it has a long-lasting oriental fragrance. The lather is rich, and the smell, the fragrance, continues to be on you 48 hours and beyond after the shower. Smell like the Garden of Eden. Hey, go get Tesori D'Oriente. Pour a little bit of it into the middle of your pan. Shake up the bath water and watch how the rich lather foams up. Allow it to nourish your skin. Hey, and at the same time, it is an insect repellent. The flavor, the fragrance remains on you 48 hours and beyond. Smell like the Garden of Eden. Is there a new chick in the area that you need to mesmerize? Tesori D'Oriente. Is there a new guy in the town you want to show that you are the area mama? Go get Tesori D'Oriente. It comes in several different fragrances. Remember, it's not flavors because it's natural. Oh yes, we have the Ikigai. We have the Karma. We also have the Royal Oud. We have the Forest Therapy. We have the Persian Dream and even more. My favorite is the Royal Oud. I also love the Forest Therapy. It makes me smell good. And everyone says you smell good. My brother, my sister, this is Tesori D'Oriente. It's Italian technology coupled with African raw materials to give you exactly what keeps you ticking and talking with the hands of time. Get trendy. Smell good. Your smell is your biggest personality. Okay? Go get it. No, this is premium quality made affordable right here in Ghana and beyond, and is proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. Oh yes, Daddy Ash Limited. For bulk purchases and inquiries, call Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599. This is Tesori D'Oriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. Thank you so much. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. And when we talk about Millennium Insurance, we're talking about your trustworthy partner. My brother, nobody is a preserve of calamity. You say, calamity can hit you at any time. In Jamaica, we say, when it rains, it don't fall upon one man house alone. It means, today is your turn, tomorrow it be my turn. That is what we're talking about. You need to insure your life. Yes, I dream papa no na dream born so. That is what our account people say. What kind of insurance do you need? Are you traveling outside the country and beyond? You need travel insurance. Go get Millennium Insurance. We'll take you there and bring you back safely. Do you need a motor policy insurance, third party or comprehensive? You want to insure your vehicle against burglary, against theft, against fire? No problem. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Now sometimes calamity can hit. Volcanoes, earthquakes, fires, floods. No problem at all. Be ever prepared with Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Insure with Millennium Insurance. And when it comes to claims, we are very quick. We make it come very fast because you know what you're going through and we need you back on the right footing. That's why we are called your trustworthy partner. My brother, my sister, visit our sales portal right now. Yes, sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. Once you visit, you will see so much that will mesmerize you even more. My brother, my sister, our numbers are also on the screen. Yes, pick up the numbers and make sure you talk to us at Millennium Insurance. Get your personal accident and group personal accident insurance 24/7. Disability and death for employees. Oh, no problem. You are totally covered. Sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. And remember, our offices are dotted all over Ghana like Pekple during the Homo War. Pick up the numbers and talk to us and be insured by no other but your trustworthy partner. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. we are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Lemfi. Now, when we talk about Lemfi, something interesting comes to mind. We are sending money all the way from abroad to Ghana. Now, you don't need to run and be looking for a certain branded building. You queue and wait for your 10 whilst you sweat like a pregnant alligator. Right after that, you keep calling to find out from Ghana whether the money has arrived or not. No, this one in the comfort of your homes. Lemfi is making it so possible for you to click, 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 and boom, in just seconds, the money is right there in Ghana. You have the most competitive rates, and we send directly to your bank account or Momo account in just seconds. And the sweetest part of it all is, if you are a first-time sender, we give you some money back. Oh, yes, 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 yes. We call it the cash back. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Can I tell you more? Watch this. Now, if you're sending 100 American or Canadian dollars and even more, we give you $20 back. That's what is called the cash back. Just because you are a first-time sender and you believe in us. Now, if you're sending in euro from the Eurozone and even from the UK, no problem. 100 euros and more, 100 British pounds and more, we give you 10 euros, 10 British pounds back as cash back. No problem. Remember, your money arrives in Ghana within seconds, and there is no transfer fees, no cost at all. My brother, my sister, this is Lemfi. But remember that to get all these things, you need the referral code, which is dancing on your screen right now. One Rasta. Rasta bakupe, mpese bakupe. And when you do that, you open your chances for more bonuses and even beyond. Above all, I love Lemfi because Lemfi is doing a lot of community developments right here in Ghana. That's why I'm a proud Lemfian. It's the Black Port, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Now today we have 4 very important stories to look at, and they are interesting. Please share the broadcast. If you have not as yet subscribed to this channel, hit on the subscription button, and right after that on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. This is the Black Empire Media. It's the Black Port, and my name, Black Rasta. If you're ready, let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this. Former MP picked up by EOCO. Hey, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, is not joking. Today, when Ghanaians hear the name EOCO, they fly into oblivion, especially criminals and people who have shady backgrounds. Since Capo di Tutti Capi, one Caporet, aka Raymond Archer, came into that office, so many unprecedented things have happened. This guy has been able to bring back so much money, claw back a lot from the hands of criminals and thieves, right back into the economy. To the point that the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, himself had to come out and say, you know what? This is unprecedented. So much money. Since this office was even SFO, Serious Fraud Office, up till this time, this is the first time Ghana is recouping so much money from criminals into the state. And the President applauded him. This is Raymond Archer, a journalist who has become a security capo, my brother, my sister. And he is a guy who has few friends. He is a guy whose horizon in terms of friends is so shallow. For that matter, it is not easy to get to him and start to beg the Ghanaian way. Because in Ghana, we beg for criminals. We beg for thieves. We call the police to allow people who have broken traffic rules to go free. It looks like that is what shows how powerful we are. Forgetting that the nation is gradually bleeding when we allow thieves, breakers of the law to go free. With this guy here, I can tell you, my brother, my sister, oh my God, his space is so private and limited. It is difficult to reach to him with such requests. This is Caporet, aka Raymond Archer. In fact, he was actually voted the best journalist in the South region, the youngest ever in his capacity and capability in his days as a regular journalist. He is also, my brother, my sister, a guy who does a lot of consultation for different countries of the world. They respect him and love the intelligence that he's able to build around whatever request they bring to him. This is Caporet, aka Raymond Archer. He has brought the fear of God into Ghanaian criminals, into people who hitherto took our country for a ride. Today, when we hear EOCO has invited someone, they start to fret. It is all because of the honesty and the diligence that the office exudes now. And I am happy. My brother, my sister, on Monday, something interesting happened. Oh yes, exactly a week. Our lenses went all over to Tamale, and we realized that EOCO was around. What was EOCO doing in Tamale? We followed up and realized that EOCO had picked up a certain former NP. And we sneaked around, nosed around, sniffed around to find out exactly what was the problem. Who was this former MP picked up, and for what reason? This is the MP. Former MP for Lambusie. His name is Bright Bache Baligi. This is the man we are talking about. My brother, my sister, he's an NPP MP. For some time now, he's been engrossed and embroiled in some kind of controversy. People say he is in the camp of Alan Chimantin. And therefore, once Alan Chimantin has been expelled from the party, or he has expelled himself from the party, they were finding a way to expel this guy too. But skirt and blouse voting brought this guy into power. And when he won, this was what he put out. Thank you, Lambusie, for the opportunity given me to serve you as your MP from 2021 to 2025. Honorable Dr. Bright Bachi Yelviel Baligi. This is the guy. Not many people have heard him in Parliament. He's one of the ghosts in Parliament. Or he was one of the ghosts whilst he was in Parliament. He hardly spoke. But this is the guy. The people were disappointed in him after giving him the opportunity. So they kicked him out, chopped him off like a bad habit. This is the guy we're talking about. Not many have heard about him. But we will let you know exactly who this guy is. Come here. Around the dossier. Watch this. This is the man. Dr. Bright Bachi Yelviel Baligi is a prominent Ghanaian politician, academic, and member of the New Patriotic Party. He serves as the member. In fact, he served as the member of parliament representing the Lambusie constituency in the Upper West region of Ghana. He was born on the 3rd of May, 1977. In fact, he celebrated his birthday only about a month ago. He comes from Pari in the Upper West region of Ghana. And he holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Agricultural Technology, that's Natural Resources Management, from the University for Development Studies from 2005. He grabbed that certificate. And then he also holds a Master of Arts degree in Economic Policy Management, Rural Economic Development from 2011. And a Master of Science degree in Development Management, that's Environmental Economics from 2010. My brother, my sister, he hasn't ended. He has a PhD in project management obtained in 2019, about 7 years ago. This is the guy we're talking about. He's quite learned. He's been to school. He has a number of certificates. He has a pedigree academically. Now, before entering full-time politics, he worked as an educationist and university lecturer at the University for Development Studies, UDS. He won the Lambusia seat for the NPP during the December 2020 elections with 9,189 votes, representing 45.45%, marking the first time the NPP captured the seat. As we told you, skirt and blouse. He assumed office on January 7, 2021. Oh yes, he served on the House Committee and the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. This is the man we're talking about. He was unanimously endorsed and acclaimed unopposed as the NPP's candidate for the Lambusia constituency, but he was kicked out. They were tired of him and kicked him out. Dr. Baligi is a practicing Christian. Dash it away. This is the gentleman we're talking about. From Pari, in the upper west region of Ghana. He's a Dagati man. My brother, my sister. Now, he was arrested on Monday and shipped all the way from Tamale to the offices of EOCO, where he was detained and questions were slapped at him. Why was he arrested? Come here. Watch this. Now, Dr. Baligi is said to have a relationship with Hanan. How many of us remember Hanan? Do we know Hanan? Hanan Abdul Wahab, the former boss, CEO of Buffer Stock. My brother, my sister, this guy is said to be friends with Hanan. And together, they allegedly went into some dubious criminal activities. My brother, my sister, dubious criminal activities. Now that Hanan is standing trial, EOCO is beginning to fish out all the alleged accomplices. It doesn't matter whether you are a Council of State member or you are an MP, a former MP, a Minister of State or a former Minister of State. My brother, my sister, it doesn't matter whether you are a pastor or a reverend minister. EOCO will come after you as long as you are fingered in certain criminalities. Can I tell you more? This is Hanan Abdul Wahab. This is the guy we are talking about, Alodeba, all the way from the Boku area. Now he's standing trial for allegedly stealing so much of Ghana's money, for allegedly abusing his office. My brother, my sister, and as it stands, he is hot. He's standing fresh trials, and his lawyers are beginning to feel the real heat. Now the thing is that information reaching us from the vineyard has said that Hanan was very good friends with this guy here called Bride Baligi. And they did some businesses together. Dubious businesses. Allegedly. Right after the businesses, Hanan is known for cheating his business counterparts. And when we say business, we mean stealing. Allegedly. In Ghana, every thief tells you that he's a businessman. What business do you do? Oh, I'm a businessman. They never are able to tell you what business they do. And if you push them so hard, they might just tell you import and export. Yet they don't know the difference between import and export. My brother, my sister, this is a former MP. He was picked up. Now the good news is that he and Hanan fell out somewhere along the line. Allegedly. Bitter and sour grapes. He doesn't want to hear about Hanan because allegedly, whilst that business was ongoing, what was supposed to come to him may not have gone to him. And for that matter, he has harbored it inside him deep. What did Hanan do? Did he help finance his MP-ship, the campaign? What kind of business did they actually do? My brother, my sister, we are going deeper into the whole thing. And we will bring you information as time goes on. But as it stands right now, a former member of parliament for Lambousier, his name is Bright Bachi Yelviel Baligi. Born on the 3rd of May 1977. He holds a PhD in project management. Did he manage some projects for Hanan? Did Hanan promise to help him pay some of the bills in his campaign? Where are the sour grapes from? Are there any sour grapes? The good thing is that the man is speaking. He is talking. And I believe that he is speaking the truth. And we can't wait for this Hanan trial to reach its end. And our prayer has always been the same. If Hanan is innocent, may he walk free. But if he is not, and he is so guilty, may he suffer for the pain that he has inflicted on the Ghanaian taxpayer. The children sitting under trees and studying. The many pregnant women who had no births and had to give birth on the bare floors, whilst these guys were chilling with the taxpayers' money, flying girlfriends up and down, chilling and making sure that whilst they chilled, we were roasted in their irresponsible carelessness. Is the Black Pots, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Dodo. Julius Malema cannot save you. He's only a paid Mickey Mouse. South African xenophobes speak. Wow. My brother, my sister, for some time now, all news portals are inundated with xenophobia news from South Africa. Headlines all over the place. One guy that many Pan-Africanists respect is Julius Malema. Julius Malema. He's a member of the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters. He's a very vocal South African. And this guy here, I can never disrespect. Julius Malema has stood on his 2 feet and spoken Pan-Africanism. We saw the action. We saw the energy. My brother, my sister, this is Julius Malema. Julius Malema has his face all over in South Africa. And now the South African xenophobes are angry. They are looking for Julius Malema because it's making their work extremely difficult. He's condemning them and much more. For those who have never heard about Julius Malema, can I run your dossier? Run the dossier. Watch this. Now, Julius Sello Malema was born on the 3rd of March in 1981. He's a young man. 1981 born. He's a prominent, often polarizing South African politician who founded and leads the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters Party. Before forming the EFF in 2013, he rose to national prominence as the outspoken president of the ANC Youth League, the African National Congress, from 2008 until his expulsion from the ANC in 2012. My brother, he was removed from the ANC. Born into poverty in Limpopo's Sashego Township and raised by a domestic worker, Malema began his political journey at age 9. Listen. With the ANC's Masupachela movement. He held various leadership roles in student organizations before leading the African National Congress Youth League, where he gained support by advocating for radical economic policies like land expropriation without compensation. He later obtained degrees from the University of South Africa, UNISA, a university I love so much. Now, following his expulsion from the ANC over controversial conduct, Malema launched the left-wing Black Nationalist EFF in 2013 as an MP and the party's commander-in-chief. Listen, he's an MP and the party's commander-in-chief. He has solidified his role, yes, as a key opposition figure known for his fiery rhetoric. Supporters see him as a champion of the poor, while critics often accuse him of promoting racial tension and economic instability. Dash it away. This is Malema. He told South Africa, point blank, I don't want your votes if they are xenophobic votes. I stand with my people from Zimbabwe. I stand with my people from Nigeria. I stand with my African people. If you hate African people, you can't love the EFF. I have so much respect for Julius Malema. Many have critiqued him that he has used his position and rhetoric to enrich himself. Yet, my brother, my sister, everything is clear from what he says. Mention one Pan-Africanist leader who was never criticized to be fake, even in Nkrumah. At a point, they said he was not the Nkrumah we thought he was. This is Julius Malema. Now, some xenophobes have been going around attacking African people, my brother, my sister, bare-chested, dressed like Zulus. It looks like it's yet another Boer war. But this time round, it is not against the white man, but against fellow black people. Those of you who know some South African history, the Boer Wars, led by Shaka Zulu, this time round, they have turned their spears against their fellow Africans. They are chasing them on the streets. These guys are not ready to work for the development of their nation, production of commodities, but they are quick to come together to kill and beat fellow Africans. What kind of a people are these? My brother, my sister, it looks like these people are vandals. You see them breaking into shops owned by Nigerians, Zimbabweans, Malians, Malawians, Ghanaians, and so on and so forth, and looting from the shops. Look how they are picking and running. Such lazy assholes. I have been to South Africa. I love South Africa, but I don't love these xenophobes. They are so lazy. They sit down, my brother, my sister, and see other Africans working so hard. They laugh at them at the beginning, but when they are beginning to prosper, we are taking our jobs. They chase them. They kill them. Police harass them, asking them for bribes on the streets of South Africa, especially black police. Sadly, the whites are not in support of this. My brother, my sister. So one of those xenophobes encouraging the looting and stealing of legitimate businesses spoke about Malema, and it caught my attention. My brother, my sister, it looks like these people are only interested in bloodshed and foolishness. But it looks like it's going to come to an end this time round. People have had enough of this nonsense. Let's listen to those xenophobes talk about Julius Malema. Listen to the use of the word Mickey Mouse. Watch this.
People must know we are ready. The government of South Africa that is allowing this nonsense and giving you halls and apartments to conduct these nonsenses. They must know
and you must
we are
come
ready.
out of the closet that you are paying Julius Malema so much, millions, so that he can protect you.
He will never protect you. Julius Malema will never protect any foreigner in this country. He's just a Mickey Mouse opening his mouth too much. He doesn't know. He has no idea what we are. I'm not talking for everyone. I'm talking about where I'm coming from. It's just a whistle away. We have the war. We got the war. We are warriors. We are men. We are soldiers. We are police of this country, and we are ready to defend it.
You can do everything, but you can't pay with that.
His name is Nkosi Kona. Nkosi Kona. That's him. He's so ignorant to the core. He was talking about the GDP of South Africa. And he says South Africa has a population of 100 million. He doesn't even know the population of his own country. South Africa is only just around 60 million. And he said, South Africa GDP is worth billions of rands. And if South Africa gets rid of all these foreigners, the government can afford to give every South African millions of rands for free so they can sit home, the lazy idiots that they are. Look at the reasoning. For him, GDP is money that is sitting in the bank. He doesn't understand that the wheels of production must continue rolling for the GDP to count. And lazy idiots like this, my brother, sitting home and sleeping and drinking beer and dancing to Amapiano beats, will kill the GDP of South Africa. Somebody needs to talk to this brother and let him understand that GDP is not money sitting in the bank. We all saw what happened at Marikana when miners, black miners, were shot and killed only a few years ago because they advocated for an increase in salary. They shot them and killed them on sight because they were demonstrating. It tells you how easily it is for these people to waste lives and shed blood. And they call that heroism. We are warriors who will bring the war. We have the war. If you have the war, fight the white man who took you into slavery in the days of apartheid. It's sad, and they're happy running on the streets bare-chested, chasing blacks and beating them. It makes them feel important. It's a failure. It's a loser who goes around there beating white black people when the real cause of your problem is not black people. Was it black people who took you into apartheid? Is it black people who own the 80% of the whole economy of South Africa? No, it is not. You sat down claiming that you are warriors, and you are only strong when it comes to beating your fellow Africans. You are a disappointment and a failure. You heard what the guy said. He said Julius Malema is what? A Mickey Mouse who has opened his mouth too loud and does not even know them. And that they have the war. They are the police. They are the warriors. They are those doing that. And I agree with him. If he wasn't right, look at police following him whilst he's holding a sepulcher, beating people. Holding that club, whipping people. Look, wham is beating people. And police is watching. Police is watching. So what is the police policing? These guys are holding weapons. You cannot go on a plane with what this guy is carrying around. Can you? It will be seen as a weapon. They are beating people. Police people are there watching. The government of South Africa is only giving lip service to Ubuntu. You know what Ubuntu means? You are because I am. And I am because you are. It's in the spirit of unity. That's Ubuntu. Where is the Ubuntu? When you beat each other on the streets? Where is the Ubuntu? When government sits down and only give lip service? If government cracks down on this once, twice, there will be sanity. But no, they rather send the police to supervise over the beating, not to stop the beating. My brother, my sister, Julius Malema has spoken and has made it clear. 300 Ghanaians have returned home. Show me the 300 jobs that were left vacant after the 300 Ghanaians left, so that we'll take the Zulus to the job place to work. Do we have that tape? Watch this.
Good neighbors. You said they take jobs. I asked the question. 300 Ghanaians went back to Ghana 3 days ago. Show me 300 jobs which were created after those 3 Ghanaians left. Say no, Mahama took 300 people back to Ghana. And as a result, here are 300 jobs that we created. Because what are me 7 years? Which jobs are they taking from you? Who wants to do these jobs that these people don't pay for? Because these people who come from outside South Africa, they are the ones who do those jobs during harvesting season in Stellenbosch, where they are not paid anything. And you will never want to do that job because we know our rights. We don't want slaves jobs. We want jobs that have got appointment letter with benefits, with pension funds, a letter that can confirm that you are economically active. Not jobs that are going to exploit South Africans. That's why you will never go back to take those jobs.
Julius Malema, born in 1981. He said the Mahama government, Mahama, has sent 300 Ghanaians home. I'm begging you, you xenophobes, show me the 300 jobs that these Ghanaians were doing and you chased out, so we can clap for you that you have created 300 jobs. Quietness. You saw the guy at the back who just threw his hands open like this. My brother, he went ahead to tell them the jobs that all these Ghanaians and many more do. They go to Stellenbosch. That is where they work in the farms, harvesting grapes for the wine that you drink and dance amapiano to. Do you know how much they pay the Ghanaians? 80% of their pay is the wine that they produce there. The Zimbabweans, the Malawians, the Ghanaians, they take the wine and they go into the market and sell the wine just to pay themselves. You South Africans will never do that. Did you hear him? Listen to other tapes from Julius Malema. He says that the work that these other Africans do, South Africans would never do them. They will call them slave jobs. And these are the people who add on to the GDP of the nation. The whole of Africa, the best wines come from South Africa. True? How do they get the wines? From the grapes, the farms. How are those grapes planted? It is the Ghanaians, the Zimbabweans, the Malawians that are trained, who are ready to work and be paid with wine. They work. If they are supposed to be paid, let's say 100 rands, they give them only 20 rands, and the 80 rands would be in the form of wine. Take the wine. They go and open small wine shops and sell the wines. When they make small money, they buy other commodities and start a certain provision business. And when they are beginning to prosper, they are taking our jobs. They chase them, beat them and strip them naked on the streets of Johannesburg, humiliate them, and let children and women come out there and hoot at them and make mockery of them whilst they busily loot their shops and steal hard and sweat. They say Julius Malema can never save all those foreigners. After all, he's a Mickey Mouse guy who was paid by the foreigners to do this, and they know him. My brother, my sister, I don't need to know Julius Malema's bedroom. But from his utterances, all these years, I feel him deep inside me that he has a heart that beats for Africa. But can I add one more thing before I go? I'm still wondering why Julius Malema's EFF hasn't hit the street all these years of xenophobic attacks to also march like the xenophobes, holding placards or dancing on the streets and encouraging Pan-Africanism in the spirit of Ubuntu. Can I repeat that? All these years that I have listened to Malema talk and advocate Pan-Africanism, I am yet to see his big party known as the EFF, that has a lot of members in parliament, hit the streets. Yes, the talk is good, but sometimes it is good to put action to the talk. Walk the talk. Hit the streets like these xenophobes. Hold press conferences on your journey on the streets and let everybody know that you are ready for Africans and that you will never be ungrateful to the spirit of our ancestors that brought us together in Ubuntu. Is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya! Why you? Kai! Why? Why yo?
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente. Blackpot. Kuku Shona.
It's the black pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. This is the headquarters of the truth. This is where the truth lives. This is the black pot. And my name, Black Rasta. Story number 3. Watch this, my youth. SHATTA WALE finally goes to court over Black Rasta. Well, it's been announced over and over. SHATTA WALE telling the whole world that, hey, I'm taking Black Rasta to court. You remember this is not the first time we're talking about it. A few months back, it was out there. And look at the date, 19th January 2026. SHATTA WALE sues Black Rasta over self-confessed king of fraud. Editorial demands 100 million in damages. My brother, my sister, this was put out by Joy Prime. And even the summons was published in the media when Black Rasta had not received the summons yet. Remember when we made it clear that it is good that SHATTA WALE is going to court, because I love people who are very, very lawful. Go to court. We will meet in court. We will debate it, test the laws. And if I am guilty, as Bob Marley will say, I will pay. This is SHATTA WALE from January. Remember, we even begged SHATTA WALE to please bring the summons to Media General. I go to work at 12 noon. When you come there at 12 noon, you will see me. And you know what time I close from radio? 3 o'clock. I'm so very easily accessible. All right? But no, we never received the summons. We waited and waited. We never got anything until Tanko had the bailiffs come over to give us 2. That's how accessible we are. Tanko's bailiffs came all the way to Media General. And there I was. We were even speaking on the phone. Oh, come, come. And when they came and they were going, I tipped them and said, you know what? Use this to pick trotro. I have a certain love for the bailiffs. A lot of them are not paid well. Like the average Ghanaian. We received it. They came all the way to my house. I wasn't there. They left it. They called and I told them, yes, I received it. My brother, we are happy when we are saved. We don't hide. But you know what SHATTA WALE did? From January, and everyone would bear us witness, we have been here begging that the summons should come. It never came. We had Kuchoko Roots Festival. I was on stage. I performed live. No bailiff came to give us anything. We had Guyana Day. Announced. I went, performed. No bailiff brought anything. They ran to the courts and they told the courts that they had been looking for Black Rasta to serve this summons to, and they couldn't find him. Listen. Listen. That's what SHATTA WALE and his lawyers said. That they had been looking for Black Rasta. They can't find him. My Saman and Timayu. Black Rasta cannot be found. He has become a ghost. He has flown into the air. For that matter, they have given me what is known as a substituted service. I'll break it down. Now, when you are looking for somebody to serve a notice to, the summons, and you don't get him, you can go and post it at a public place. Listen. So that the attention of the person will be drawn to that. If the person still does not appear in court, the person will be tried in absentia. Public place. Maybe some public toilet at Nima, Bachingota, or Ashaiman, Sakasaka Park. They post it there and announce it. Now, the sense behind it is that this is a public place. Many people would see it and would link up to BLAKK RASTA and tell him there's a summons here for you. That's a substituted service. Yes. And that is in my layman's view. That's what they said. And you know the trick involved in this? So that I might not know and they might go to court and trial me in absentia. That's one. And two, it's supposed to draw attention to them. Hype. Hype. Those who are in the hype business, that is what they normally do. Substituted service. So it will be posted all over the place for everybody to go and see. Hey, Shatta. He has taken BLAKK RASTA to court. Hey, SM, and all that. But put away all this. I'm excited. And the excitement is in the fact that we'll go to court. You see, we are people who thrive on speaking our minds, freedom of speech. Sometimes we speak and step on people's toes. Instead of coming to punch us in our faces, we prefer that they go to court so we can debate the issue. That is what civilized people do. And from time immemorial, I've always praised Shatta for the fact that he has taken this to court. He could have decided to meet me somewhere. And before I realize, he'll give me some slap. Before I turn, he'll run away. But he didn't. He decided to go to court. And I'm happy about that. Now, what is the issue? It's very simple. That I said that he, Shatta Wale, is the king of fraud. Yes. I'm not denying it. You are the king of fraud. Because you said it, that you are the king of fraud. 3 times. 3. Run the suit. Let's have a look at it. So you see exactly some of the things. We can't read everything. It's an interesting thing. I've read it more than 1 million times and it looks like a novel. You know, I like to read. So some of these things, make good reading for me. Open it wide so we can all read it. I want everybody to see it. This is the suit. We've seen it before. It's the same old thing. The only thing is that it's been updated because he and his lawyers claim that they can't find me. All of a sudden, I've become a ghost. What a ridiculous thing. Somebody who is on the radio every day, you can't find me. Really? Hey, then if you can't find me, how can you find Gabi Asad or Chidako? If you can't find me, how do you find who else? Baomia. Okay, so that's it. And if you look at it, it's very interesting. It says Charles Ni Ama Mensa Trasacco Valley Estates, Accra, versus Abubakar Ahmed, popularly called BLAKK RASTA, 25 Ni Amani Street, Kwashima, Accra. And it says, order for substituted service. Substituted service. And the Justice of the High Court is Afi Agbanu Kudomo J. Upon reading the affidavit of John Kofi Intifo, a unit A602 Octagon of unit A602 Octagon Building, Accra, filed on the 15th day of April 2026 in support of an ex parte motion for substituted service. And upon hearing Sewa Ami here, led by Vanessa Zomelo for Bobby Banson Esquire, counsel for and on behalf of plaintiff applicant hearing, it is hereby ordered that the writ of summons and statement of claim filed on the 15th of January 2026 be served on defendant by substituted service in the following manner: by posting a copy of the said process together with the court's order or the notice board of the High Court, Commercial Division, Law Court Complex, LCC, Accra. 2. By sending a copy of the said process together with the court's order at the defendant's workplace at Media General TV3 at Disawe, Kanda, or leaving copies of the processes with any other adult employee at the premises. Thirdly, by posting a copy of the said process together with the court's order to the Facebook account of the defendant, which is Black Empire Media. Notice to elapse 10 days after posting, given under my hand and the seal of the High Court of Justice, Commercial Division 4, Accra, 11th day of May 2026, signed Abuajit da Costa. You know, that's it. And this is the writ of summons. This is what it is. This is what it is. My brother, my sister, it says, Black Rasta, and this is my address. An action having been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiff Charles Ni Ama Mensah, you are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on your blah blah blah, I can read what is there, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you, blah 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 blah, and all that, and it goes on and on. And I mean, this is what it is. Dash it away. Now, it's the same old thing. Black Rasta has said that Shatta Wale is the king of fraud. And we have never denied that. We didn't say it. But we only repeated what he said about himself. 3 times he came out. Me, I no be musician. I be Sakawa boy. 3 times. And when you read the sermons, it says that he is a very big artist who has endorsed a lot of corporate brands. And this is having an effect on his brand. When you were on stage busily calling yourself Sakawa boy, you didn't know it was going to affect your brand. When you were opening your trousers and showing your dick in public, you didn't know that was going to affect your thing. It's only when Black Rasta says that is when it carries weight. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. When you are walking around smoking in public, you don't know that it's going to affect your public visibility. Let's be honest, Bridget. This is not music war. It's not about whether Black Rasta is a better singer than Shatta Wale. No, that's not what it is. The facts are clear. You cannot be going around doing things that will affect your corporate visibility. Then you will come back and blame me for repeating the same things you say about yourself. I thought one of your SM mantles was Shatta Wale is who he says he is. I thought that was one of your mantras. Or I'm getting it wrong. This is what I hear some of your followers say. Shatta Wale is who he says he is. And Master Sano. Let's be honest. That is what SM boys say. That Shatta Wale is who he says he is. So if he says he's a goat, he's a goat. If he says he's a lion, he's a lion. If he says he's a judge, he's a judge. He says he's a Sakawa boy. Can he be a minister of state if he says he's a Sakawa boy? No, he's a Sakawa boy. Asembe na maka anukrenu. Kan. Ebi a Black Rasta. Wako kan same way. Nyase biya ni. Wako shi widu biom. And tu kasa by heart. Wa unena mwa wish. Cigarettes. And other things which I don't even know. We see that. We saw you in a video where you removed your something. You came back to say one of your boys did what with it. These are the things that affect your brand. And if that's the kind of brand you want to create, like Vybz Kartel used to have before he went to jail, whilst having sex with his woman, he videos it and he puts it out. Maybe that is what you want to emulate because he's your mentor. Go ahead, but don't come and blame me for destroying your corporate brand when you are the author of your own corporate brand destruction. You see, the truth is very bitter. Anka wa anka say we are Sakawa boy ebe de na maka bi. Enye wu na okay. We don't care. Me. We don't care. But it's good. We'll go to court and we will speak. By the grace of the Most High, what is Shatta Wale demanding? He says I should give him 100 million Ghana cedis. 2, I should delete that program from the Black Empire Media. And that the court should make me sign, I think so, that I will never say anything like that about him. If they don't stop me, I, Black Rasta, will never stop. Well, the truth is that Shatta Wale knows me very well. He knows when I start something, I don't stop it until it comes to the end. That's very true. That's why I don't take bribes. That is why I cannot be compromised. So I do things according to my heart and according to the dictates of Ghana. He knows. You understand? He knows. If you continue going from stage to stage calling yourself Sakawa boy, I will report it. Yes, kukuru kukuru nu jaya. Sakike kike no sube jai. And then me tree na bapa. You are a fine gentleman. But if you don't want us to call you a gentleman, but a Sakawa boy on 3 occasions, and we play the videos, Shatta Wale is who he says he is. Have you removed it from the MSM mantra? Let us know so that we know that Shatta Wale is not who he says he is. Despite everything, Masa, me, I love Shatta Wale, and he knows that. Also, dumb. But sometimes, me, we no kakra. I should, whoa. The way you say sun kakra, to me, kakra, what? You know? Yeah, I love him. He knows I love him. And I know that he loves me. When he meets me now, it's going to be a whole different story. And there's one thing about him that I love. I've said it a million times. I'm going to close with that. No matter how much a man offends him, when he goes back to him to tell him, Shatta, you know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me. He forgets it as if the person has never done anything. And they come together again. That's one thing I like about him. Me, I'm not like that. When people offend me, it's hard I'll forgive them. But to allow them in my space again, no. Sometimes, damn. But for him, he's the direct opposite. He will forgive you and allow you around him again. And I think that this is something that I would like to learn from him. In the interim, we'll meet in court. In fact, the first time this thing came, and my lawyers already worked on it in anticipation that we'll go to court and have a camaraderie, friendship. This is not a war. We will get stronger. I believe that this will make us even come together stronger. In the interim, is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hiya! Final story. Hiya! Hey yo! Way yo! Hi! Kai! Wayo!
Black Pot. Kukushona.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Please, Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Again, my brother, my sister, subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. And thanks so much to our sponsors. Oh, thanks so much to Tesori Doriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori Doriente. Smell like heaven. Oh my God. Thanks so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And thanks so much to Lemfi. No transfer fees. You get the most competitive rates. This is Lemfi. And my name, Black Rasta. I am most excited to be with you. Story number 4. Watch this. Kevin Taylor gets apology from South Africa. Woo! For some time now, Kevin Taylor has been firing some South Africans in fiery rants. And he has been able to grab the attention of the whole world. I love this guy. We share the same birthday. We probably have the same spirit. This is Kevin Taylor. Yes. He went to Wright Media Institute in Bantama to study journalism and broadcasting. Then he honed his career by going all the way to the GIJ, Ghana Institute of Journalism. Right after that, he worked with some radio stations in Kumasi, including Solid FM and what have you. He reported on so many different critical things in Ghana and beyond. He sojourned in South Africa and some other countries before he ended up in the United States of America, where he's married to an American woman. They have 2 children. Do we have a dossier on this man? The dossier is here. Now, Kevin Bedu Eko Taylor has 2 children, and he's the boss of the Loud Silence Media. And in there, he has, with all due respect, he gained popularity almost 10 years ago when the Loud Silence Media started podcasting and hitting hard on issues that were so close to the jugular vein of controversy in Ghana. For the first time, Ghanaians got to know him and they started to follow him earnestly, because the media in Ghana will shy away from some of the controversies and just remain cordially formal. I'm using my terms carefully. Cordially formal. But he would hit hard. Slaughter who was supposed to be slaughtered. My brother, my sister. Whoever had to have his ox gnawed. It happened. This is Kevin Taylor. Whoever must have his ox gored, my brother, my sister, suffered that tragedy. Whilst he continued to ride high. He was taken to the courts in America on one very big occasion, when Kennedy Japan felt that he had not been dealt with justifiably. And when they got to court, he came out with flying colors. He won the case. My brother, my sister, from that time, he has expanded his horizon. His association with the NDC has also given him a lot of mileage. From when the party was in opposition, he worked quite hard to be one of those that helped the party to come into prominence again, especially John Dramani Mahama. He's an official member of the NPP, the party in opposition, but he started hitting them hard, even when they were in the incumbency. This is Kevin Bedu Eko Taylor, a father of 2, My brother, my sister. Well, he's somebody who cannot pretend, just like me. My brother, my sister, he spoke on the South African issue. And he got a response. Let's listen to what he said. Then we will return and take the response and we'll hit you hard. Watch this.
You don't want South Africans to go through in other countries. Don't ever wish it for anybody in that your country. The stupidity of these South Africans, they want to pretend and act as if we are all stupid. If you decide to retaliate, do you think your people will survive? Because you are lazy, you don't travel. Because you are lazy, you don't want to learn. Because you are lazy, you don't want to open your horizon to understand how the world works. Most of you are foolish. I have lived among you people, and you live like dogs in small sheds. These Africans coming to South Africa are the people who basically brought civilization to you black South Africans. The Nigerians, the Ghanaians, the Mozambicans, the Zimbabweans, people from other parts of Africa, they brought civilization to you people. You sit in South Africa and these whites treat you like antelopes. And you come and tell us Ubuntu. Fuck the Ubuntu. You have no intelligence to lead any black South African. You think this is politics as usual? You think this is what you can use to win political points? We are talking about a government that is empowering foolish people to go after their fellow Africans. Nelson Mandela came to Ghana begging like a child because he needed money to go fight for an election for the ANC to win power. For you black South Africans to be seen as humans, not to be shot at like dogs. Today you want to prove that you are intelligent than anybody. We are the ones who made you who you are today. The liberty and freedom and that thing you are enjoying in South Africa was because of us. Because if Mandela had not won that election, you dogs would be in the plantations working like dogs. You need to reason up. This is 2026, nigga. You cannot pretend and you people acting like we don't know what is going on in there. The foolishness is getting out of hand. Sit down and analyze issues. Don't politicize matters. Let your government know they have failed Africa. The foolishness of an African.
This is Kevin Taylor. I apologize for the expletives and all that. But we needed to hear what the South African gentleman by name, King Zille, or is it King Zyle? Is Z-Y-L-E. And his king is spelled K-Y-N-G. This is a handsome South African with 6 packs, shirtless. My brother, my sister, he is a media person, a content creator. That's who he is. He's not an actor. He's not a musician. He's a content creator. He only rose into prominence in these xenophobic affairs. But he is one of those actually talking to some of the South Africans to slow down on the manner in which they are chasing people on the street and beating them up. He's one of the mild ones, even though all of them can be lumped up as xenophobes. You know, when there are killers, there are some that are not bloodthirsty. There are some that are blood, they are slaughtering you and they are laughing. They throw you away. These ones are those that choke you and run back, and come back. There are 2 different types of killers. The bloodthirsty ones, anyway, all die be die. He responded. What did King Zille or King Zyle say? Watch this.
Kevin Taylor, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Do you hear me? I want you to listen to me very, very, very carefully. You never, ever in your life sit on your stupid podcast and swear at my people like that. Do you hear me? Never, ever, no matter how excited you are, no matter how much fame you want in this world, you never, ever sit on a podcast and swear at people who did not swear at you or your people. Do not do that. Do not do that, because now you are going to have a problem with us. The kind of shit that you're speaking right now on your podcast. Now, when South Africans react the way that they want to react to your people, because you think you're smart, you don't even stay in Ghana. You don't even stay in Ghana, but you are here as a Ghanaian who stays in America, a very, very, very rotten country. You are here speaking shit, speaking nonsense. The government of Ghana reacted the way they reacted, but they never saw at my people because they understand what's happening. So never, ever, ever, ever in your life think that you're smart. You understand me? Never think that you're smart. South Africa is still recovering from apartheid. Of course, when their streets are overpopulated by people who run away from their countries because they don't want to build their own countries and they come here, you are telling us that they want to come here and help us build our economy. Why can't they stay in their own countries and build their own economy there? Why can't they do that? Ghana has been independent for 69 years, but you still look like a shithole. Even today, it looks like a shithole. It looks like you are still 100 years back. But you want to come here and talk shit on Master Post. Musunamau. Oh, I told you very much. We will look for you and come and find you and show you that you are nothing. You are nothing. Don't ever, ever in your life speak to my people like that. There are people like us, people like Malema, who every day we do our best to reprimand our own people. We are here for that. We are the ones who are allowed to speak to our people like that. You are not allowed to speak to us like that. To speak to my people like that. You do not speak to them like that. Because they did not disrespect you. They have not killed anyone. They have not beaten anyone. They asked your government to come and fetch their people nicely. And that's what they did. When you are here still talking shit, you're talking nonsense. Think that you know everything. Hey, Kevin Taylor, you son of a bitch. Don't ever, if you don't have anything to talk about on that stupid podcast of yours, ask us, we will give you content for you to talk about. Do not become disrespectful to people who have not disrespected you. Show some respect. Fucking useless idiot.
I don't know, I've never used those words in my life. Never. The F word, never. It sounds so heavy in my mouth. And it surprises me how some people feel so comfortable using those words, you know. But yes, we are different breeds, so it's okay. You heard the last words that he used. He says, we are the only people allowed to speak to our people the way you are speaking to them, not you. And I agree with him in one way or the other. When an Akan man is insulting fellow Akans, they take it easier than when another ethnic group is doing it. You understand? When a black man is chastising his own black people, we take it. But when a white man says a quarter of what this black man is saying to black people, there is war. That's how far I understand it. But my brother, he showed some roads in Ghana. Some road, in fact, one road in the capital, he says, which is bad. After 69 years of independence, this is what we have. The interesting thing is that I've been to Soweto, and we have equally some of these roads there, and sharks all over the place. I joined the Shembe in their worship when I arrived in South Africa. They are on the hills of Soweto. You know, I went to Soweto, and then I saw the Shembe all wearing white and barefooted and praying on the hills, and I went there. And then I said I wanted to, join them. They didn't want it at first. They said I could stay a little far and join. My brother, my sister, this is King Kyle, King Zilly, I beg your pardon, King Zilly or King Zyle. Kevin Taylor came back with a response. What exactly did he say? Watch this.
So this is a response from a South African to my harsh criticism to their stupid xenophobic actions. And if you take your time to listen to this Blacksum, you know who a Blacksum is? A rascal. That's how the white South Africans call them. They sometimes call them deuce. This black deuce is a black idiot. Ita, let me tell you something. You are the most dumbest fool I've ever seen. First of all, go get a shirt. You look like a dirty gay guy who is trying to entice some riffraff ladies on the street to feel you're masculine. You look dirty. Go get a shirt and wear. This is 2026. Blacksem. You are just a rotten fool. You are dumb. Let me tell you something. Nobody, no African run from their country to your country. In fact, let me tell you, all the Africans who are in South Africa, they paid for a flight to get into your country. And that amount of money they paid, 90% of you Blacksems, you deuces, you good for nothing, dirty, lazy fools who live on alcohol and sex and robbing people, none of you can afford that amount of money. So get it right. Nobody walked to your country. Every single African, even your fellow Zimbabweans, who you treat like animals, who have worked their asses off to keep your country alive, your brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe, you treat like animals. None of you fools, lazy fools, can compare yourself to them. Because even the Zimbabweans, who are your next door neighbors, they come in and work hard to make a living. Whilst fools like you, shirtless gay fools like you, walk in South Africa and act like a Jumas. You know a Jumas? You are a, if one should say, a Jumas like you. You a Blacksem, a rascal like you. Lazy fool. You have no idea. Your horizon is bleak. This is fucking 2026. You have this, I don't know whether it's a raccoon feather or it is a squirrel feather sitting on your head like a dwarf talking nonsense. My name is Kevin, not Kevin. It's Kevin. Now let me tell you something. You see, when you were speaking, you were saying that South Africa is a country that is recovering from apartheid. It means you know what is right. What is apartheid? Apartheid is when you people, your grandfathers and fools like you, were treated like animals and slaves on your own land or in your own land. That is the apartheid. People like us felt bad for you when Nelson Mandela was crawling around Africa asking for crumbs to come and save fools like you, your grandfathers and your mothers. Why didn't Nelson Mandela stay in South Africa for lazy people like you to work and donate money for you people to contest in the name of ANC? You are stupid. You are very bleak. You are very ignorant. Oh, South Africa is recovering from apartheid. So who should be your enemy? It is the white man who has the plantation, who calls you guys Deuce. They call you people Blacksem. They call you people cack shit. They call you Bavians, and which means baboons. Those are the people who are supposed to be your enemies, not your fellow African man with a black skin like you, cockroach. You are recovering from apartheid and you still don't know your enemy? You are recovering from apartheid. At least Ghana has been free for 69 years. I saw you show some videos when you were talking, put some pictures of some bad roads in Ghana. We understand. We are not super developed. We are doing our best to develop. But what about you? The first time the ANC came into office, what has the ANC, the Black Party, done for you? A shirtless fool like you. You are a basic Bavian. You are a Bavian. You are a raccoon. You have no idea of what you are talking about. If you know South Africa is recovering from apartheid, then you should know what to do. Then you should know your enemy. Then the black African can never be your enemy. Nobody ran from their country to come to your country. There are people living in your country from other parts of Africa who are instilling knowledge in fools like you, black fools like you, who don't want to learn. Open your horizon. Understand how the world works. Have you even traveled before? All that you live on is some dirty pussy and some pap and some vorse. And that is all. You rob people of their properties. Every year you make South Africa, you have only two kinds of weather. You have winter, you have robbery day and
well, so this is Kevin Taylor. He's responded. Brazen response, full of expletives, and the energy is high. King Zili or King Zile came back. And this time round, he was ready for more action. What did he say? Watch this.
Kevin Taylor, Kevin Taylor. Good evening. Good evening. You know, it's been a busy day. I had a busy day. So I made a video in the morning where I was actually explaining to the people of Ghana my stance, why I had chose to respond like that. I did not know that you had responded. So now when I went through the comments on that video, I saw that a lot of people are saying that you actually responded. So I looked for the video and I found it. I finally found it. So right now, this is my response to you, because on the previous video, I was actually explaining to people from Ghana who love me. People from Ghana who love me. Because there's no one from South Africa who knows you. Nobody knew you until I spoke about you. You understand? So, but because I'm powerful, people from Ghana already knew about me. They already loved me. And they still love me even now. So I hear you on your video, you're calling me a shirtless gay fool. Well, I'm a shirtless, sexy, young, rich, intelligent young boy. That's what I am. Look at me and look at you. I did not come here to insult the people of Ghana the way you were insulting my people on your video. No, I did not come here to do that. Because I understand why people from Ghana ran away from Ghana and they came to my country looking for a better life. Do you understand? I understand that. So I did not come here to swear at them. I did not come here to try and educate them about Africa. Because I know they already know why they come here. You are saying there are not people who run away from Ghana to come here. Well, a lot of your people are here. A lot of them are here. They have saloons in my country. They have spaza shops in my country. A lot of them are here. If your country was so rich, as you say, if your country was so developed, as you say, people would stay in your country. A lot of South Africans, it's only a few South Africans who leave South Africa and go to other countries. And that is your people who occupy high positions only. You'll never find a South African in an African country cutting hair or owning a saloon. No, they don't do that. They occupy really, really high positions. But as I said, I did not come here to insult the people of Ghana, because I love the people of Ghana and they love me as well. Now I'm responding to you. Look at me and look at you when you are calling me a gay, shirtless fool. Bro, do you think that if I could show up in front of your baby mama or whoever, who do you think she would pick? You look like a baboon. Look at yourself. How dark you are. How black you are. Look at you and look at me. And you want to call me a squirrel or whatever. You want to say I'm uninformed. Ask the people of Ghana. They know about me. They know what my stance. They know what I know. There's nothing that you can teach me, bro. There's nothing that you can actually teach me about Africa. I know everything. I don't have to travel outside of the country to know what I know. Everybody comes to South Africa. Everybody wants to come here. So why should I go out to them while they are coming here? South Africa is the richest country in Africa. We are the most beautiful country in Africa. That's why everyone wants to come here. And they want to come here and tell us how we must live in our country. Yes, South Africa is still recovering from apartheid. Yes, we are still recovering. That is why we do not need overcrowded places. That is why we are saying we need people who are only legal here in this country. I understand how they did the whole thing, the way they addressed the whole thing. It was wrong. I understand that. It was very wrong. That's why I'm one person who tells them each and every day that whatever they're doing is foolish. Whatever they're doing is stupid. Yes, we know our enemy. We know our enemy very well. So when I think that you don't know me, you don't know who you are talking to right now, you are speaking to me as if you are speaking to the old people of South Africa. I am not the old people. I am the new generation who knows that there's no white person who can tell me shit, who can come to my face and call me or whatever you say they are calling us. There's a new generation that's rising in South Africa. And this generation does not take shit from the white man. A white man can never call me whatever you say you can call me, because they respect me. I eat in the same. I'm living next door to a white man right now, where I stay. I'm staying next to a white man right now. And they respect me because they know my knowledge. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, there are people who are still really damaged by apartheid, who are still trying to develop. And you know that we cannot all grow mentally in the same pace. There are other people who grow faster than other people. So the people who have been in power in our country, they are the people who don't really care about us. They are the people who don't really care about our future. That is why we are working very hard to remove them. But those people are mafias. So what do you want us to do? You want us to act like the old people and go out in the streets and start saying that we want to kill all the people who are in government so that we can remove them. No, we want to use our intelligence to do that, and we need time to do that. So we do not need people like you right now who will come and insult us while we are busy trying to fix our wrongs. As I said, I know the wrong things that the people of South Africa have been doing to everyone from all over Africa. I know that. That is why I've been that voice. I will keep on saying, ask your people about me. They know you. But if I can ask my people about you, my South Africans about you, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you here. Me, everybody knows me. You understand? So I think you are really talking to the wrong person right now, saying that I have something that looks like a raccoon on my head. Bro, this is tradition. This is my tradition. I'm proud of myself. What are you wearing? You are wearing clothes that were made by a white man. My people, my ancestors, I know my ancestors. I know how they used to live. They used to live shirtless with these things on their head. So I am very proud of who I am. I can never go around trying to do flex on other people with wearing clothes that were made by a white man. Come on, Kevin Taylor. Come on, Kevin Taylor. And don't tell me that I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to put words together. This is how I speak. I don't care. This is English, bro. This is not my mother tongue. This is not my mother tongue. So I don't give a fuck how I say these words. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck how you look at me. To me, you are also speaking funny.
His name is King Zille or King Zyle, Z-Y-L-E. He's a content creator. He's quite popular. He's known for his fiery rhetorics and rants in the South African media. He's almost like Malema, or he is walking in the stead of Malema. This is him. You heard what he said. Two things I picked up from this. This one says you are a shirtless gay fool. The other one says you are wearing the white man's clothes. I am proud of my culture. This other person says, look how ugly you are. You are dark and I am light. So the two are not really talking Pan-Africanism. Why would an African refer to another African as dark? That you are dark. Are Africans white? And Kevin says, you wear that thing on your head. Whether it's the hair of a raccoon or what, we don't know. Of course, we have a lot of respect for culture. I wouldn't say that. And he was right when he said, this was what my ancestors used to do and to look like. But of course, when you get people angry, they throw things at you. And when they sit back in the calm of the night, they realize that they have outstepped. He says, I am proud of this. But you wear the white man's clothes and you are flexing in that. But the same person who's talking Pan-Africanism is now saying that somebody is dark. So the two of them really need to come together on the Pan-African table and pick up a few words. But this guy is torn between the rowdiness of his people and commonsensicalness. In fact, we are looking at realism. Now he doesn't want to really come out and say, hey, my people, stop the nonsense, leave the people. Because that is the populist propaganda that is going on right now. You either be part of it or you stay alone. Do you understand some of those situations where the popular thing is that let's kill Jesus Christ and free Barabbas? Everyone says Barabbas, Barabbas. If you stand for Jesus, you stand alone. Not many people are bold enough to stand alone. That is where this brother is right now. I have a lot of respect for him, but you have to be who you are. If you are fiery, stand by the truth. Now, Kevin is standing by what he believes in. You are a little shaky, wavy. I understand the thing about the traditional thing, the hair, you made a lot of sense, you know, and the shirt and all that. But dark. How many South Africans are light like you? How many? Go to the streets of Soweto. There are South Africans who are darker than me. I am proud to be dark because that is who I am. A lot of South Africans bleach. Nigerians bleach. That's what is called the Willie Lynch syndrome. Every Pan-Africanist knows that. You want to bleach and look like the white man. You want your nose to be pointed like the white man. You want to speak like the white man. No. Ubuntu, the spirit of Ubuntu does not allow that. Well, the brother went back, drank a bit of Wunko Morte, and then I love him. He came back with an apology. And he explained why he went hard at Kevin Taylor. He said, our people were getting ready to take arms against the Ghanaians. But somebody needed to respond so that they would say, yes, we have also responded to calm down the net. I understand that in a certain sense. But he started off by apologizing subtly. The word is subtly. Let's watch him as we close. Watch this.
My people from Ghana, all of you who follow me each and every day, all of you who listen to me, who trust my word each and every day. I made a video yesterday responding to Kevin Taylor. On that video, I was very harsh. The very same way he was very harsh to South Africans. You know me, people from Ghana, that ever since this nonsense started, I have not been supporting any wrongdoings that have been committed towards African people here in South Africa. So one thing that Kevin Taylor did not understand, because I see a lot of you are offended. You think right now I'm actually supporting what's happening. Now you think I've started supporting everything. So let me tell you something. People from South Africa are not mad at Africans. They are not mad at illegal immigrants or whatever they are trying to say. They are mad at the government. So the people that are close to them is not the government. Because the government, most of them, not even most of them, all of them, the people who are part of the government, they stay in the suburbs. The people who are close to them are the Africans who own your saloons, who own your barber shops, who own your spaza shops, your tuck shops in the hood or in the ghetto. Those are the people who they are close to. Those are the people that they actually take out their anger on. So Kevin Taylor did not read the room, because when the government of Ghana responded by saying they will not automatically renew a mining lease for gold fields, that was a very powerful message, strong enough to make the government budge so that the government can do something. So Kevin Taylor, what he did, it was a wrong move, because his words, he is a very powerful voice. I understand who he is to you people. He's a very powerful voice. His voice was going to incite violence, was going to incite even more violence. Someone had to stand up. And me, being someone who has been opposing everything that these South African people have been doing to other Africans, when I stand up and put him into order or reprimand him, I am actually calming the people down. Because whatever he was saying, people were going to get killed here in South Africa. Because now the people are going to say, you see now, they're even swearing at us now. This is what they're saying. And Kevin Taylor, he's in a very comfortable area right now where he is. He is not here on the ground. There are people from Ghana who are still here in South Africa who are going to face the wrath of his stupid or his whatever he was trying to do. So tell him, or I'm telling you guys now, you guys from Ghana, I love you guys, you know that. But someone had to stand up and stand up for South Africans, because I understand what is going on.
Someone had to stand up for South Africans. I thought he made a point. But if you are mad at the government, you don't go after the people who are not part of the government. But I know what he's talking about. They are looking for scapegoats in a certain sense. He says the Africans are those who are close to the government people, because they patronize their salons and so on and so forth. So when we attack them, we are indirectly attacking the government people. In the sense of war, it might make sense. But in the spirit of Ubuntu, in his own words, this is nonsense. He was quite subtle this time, very cool, and he just fell short of apologizing to the whole of Ghana and to Kevin Taylor that he actually spoke harshly, and he did it in order to calm down the nerves, because people, these old people, were getting ready to attack. And they do realize that he no longer was wearing the thing around the head, and he was no longer bare-chested. He was wearing the white man's clothes and a cap on top. The gentleman needs mentoring from people like us. You can't speak about one thing and negate it the next moment. You are proud of your Zulu ancestry. You are telling somebody that he's flexing in the white man's clothing. The next moment, you are wearing something that is even worse than what this person is wearing. Why not this? Or something close to this?
I know why.
You see what he was wearing? A whole jacket with a hat on. My brother, he needs a bit of mentoring. And I think that he would be a great guy if he humbles and he decides to call a spade and not be a populist propagandist. To Kevin Taylor, he might have used a lot of harsh language, a lot of expletives, but I think that some of this anger is needed. Yes, Kevin Taylor, much as some people might loathe him and say, oh, he was harsh, he used insults, he used expletives. My brother, they say when persuasion fails, force may have to be applied. I don't subscribe to force and violence, but some of these moves would make people reasonable to come to the discussion table. Yes. And I believe this is where we are now. Remember when the Ghana consular to South Africa said, he said, when Ghanaians start to throw back the insults, we can't control them. Remember what Kanayo said. When Nigerians start, nobody can stop them. That is where we don't want to go to. Because if we start targeting South Africans, the spirit of Ubuntu is dead. That is what the colonialist white man is looking for black people to, break their ranks apart. We have done so well with the OAU. Now is the AU. All of a sudden, the South African xenophobic attacks will draw Africa back into apartheid. That's what we are fighting against. He said that South Africa is the richest country. Yes, in terms of the GDP, yes, in Africa. But it's not the richest. Seychelles is there. When it comes to the economy, Nigeria and South Africa are competing. Mauritius is also in the picture. Okay? So that is the history. South Africa is not the richest country in Africa. How do you measure riches? The amount of gold, Ghana is top. South Africa comes second. The GDP, South Africa, Ghana, I beg your pardon, South Africa, Nigeria are competing when it comes to the economy. Okay? Yes, that is what it is. Let the facts be laid straight. Thanks so much, King Zili or King Zile. It looks like you are coming to the table. Talk to your people once you also have a powerful voice. Or else, an escalation would only draw us back into the world of apartheid. And nobody's interested in that. To Kevin Taylor, yes, it might not be the best method, but it will fetch results the way results are being fetched. They say any which way, freedom must come. It's a black pot, aka Kokoshonamo. where we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you so much to Tesoro d'Oriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. And of course, thanks so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Thanks so much to Lemfi. No transfer fees. Oh, you get the most competitive rates. But remember to use the referral code 1RASTA. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. We are the biggest online when it comes to Pan-Africanism and patriotism. We are called the Black Empire Media, and the show is the Black Pot. Let's hear from you. Time now to feel your vibes. Send them via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook. Ben Azu says it's time. Wild Omoto says, good evening, Black Rasta. More fire. Kamaldin Imoro says, why are you speaking truth to power? Akana Yuzure says, welcome, legendary Black. How was Boku? Black, do you know that's my hometown? Oh, wow. Boku is a very beautiful place, and I'm glad that peace is returning to the area. My prayer is that the ethnic groups in the area unite in peace, love, and justice. As I always say, we are all the children of Bewa. And if we love Bewa, we must not break our ranks. I am glad what happened in Boko. We went there, we had a peace concert. Now we are getting ready to go to Nalergo, greet the king, oh my God, and do something wonderful in the area. We are all children of Bewa. So it's sad when we pick arms against each other and we allow foreigners, when I say foreigners, I hope you understand, to come and help kill us. Let us continue to unite in peace and love. Let's stop the angry tantrums and all that. We are one people. You know that. We only have a family feud. As family again, let's come together and we'll sort each other out. There's no need for war. No. Those who are making us fight is because we have allowed it. Aguirre Martin Akuribire Santo says, watching you live from Zorko, Gambrungo. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I was in Bongo Soin and I went to the dog market. Oh my God. Very soon you're going to see the video. Kafankere. We shot it right there at Bongo Soin. Dog market. Over 300 dogs paraded there for people to come and buy and go and make light soup, a benquine with dog. My God, we were there. Sedu Isaka says, Rasta long time. Greetings from Tokyo. Sani Majid says, watching you live from Wa Upper West region. Keep up the good work, brother. My greetings to the incoming Upper East Regional Chairman of the Umbrella family, the NDC, Alaji Al-Hassan Adams Randy. Pandi Pamang says, Black, trust you are good. And how was your program? Oh my God. 50,000 people and over. When I came on stage and I saw the people, the drone shots that I saw, I was so excited. If we can all unite like this, music would unite us so powerfully like this. What can't music do? Boku, thank you. Zabila, thank you. The One Not One People peace concert, overly successful. And to all the artists, we love you. Yes, we love you so very, very much. Blackati. We also had Michael Adangba. Oh, we had Alaptawan. We had Young Pop. We had Flame Boy. Oh my God. It was Icon and all those wonderful artists. My God. It was beautiful. We love you. We'll come again. Eric Yao Lopez Abankwa says, Black, how much was that fat ass cow? You really nailed it. Woyoy, hey ya. Which one? Which fat ass cow? It was a ram. Was it not a ram? You mean the one that what is it called? The one that I got from Bokunaba. It was a ram. It looked like a cow. Okay? All right, man. Or maybe just, I mean, let's know exactly what you mean by the fat ass cow, okay? And then Agbeshi Victor says, welcome, Black Rasta. Ras Okoko Fisun Moon says, come here, watch this, dash it away. Eric Yao Lopez Abankwa says, you didn't give enough information about your vacation. Happy to know you're back. Oh, yes. I mean, we had a beautiful time. I think we left on Wednesday. We arrived in Boko on Thursday. You know, yes, Thursday. We went to the palace of the Bokunaba. We greeted the Bokunaba, you know, and then we went to Zebila and then visited the chief there as well. You know, we wanted to visit all the chiefs in the area, but they all met at the palace of the Bokunaba. So it was easier for us, and we had a beautiful moment. Police and soldier, the people were hailing us. Oh, there's a documentary coming up, so watch out for it, okay? Christ Royal says, yes, my man and brother, please, I like your facts. Thank you so much. Ras Okoko Fisunu says, okay, says somebody didn't pay attention. Okay. All right, okay. So more comments coming in from Facebook and also from YouTube. Ernest Chinedum says, this is not a reason we are following you, Black. The advertisement is taking much of our time and our data. Or which adverts? Which one? Okay, please be patient. We need to be able to also make some money to be able to push Pan-Africanism. Okay? Please be patient. That's why we don't take too much adverts. That's why we don't do that. Okay? So we would also always make sure that the adverts are not too much. Which adverts are too much? I don't know. Is it from YouTube? Oh, okay. We can't control that. We can't control the YouTube adverts. The adverts we can control are those that we talk about on the show. Okay? So please, forgive us. All right? Sorry about that. I can see take it easy. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Ray Davuchi Zankanali says, Kai Dodo, first story is wicked. All right? Thank you. Francis Ado says, good job, sir. Zion Genesis says he's listening. We love you. We appreciate you. Torture says, how far? Talking Parrot. We waited for you in the Northeast, but you never showed up. Why did you disappoint us? Hey, Torture. Northeast, we're supposed to be there on the 3rd. I'm surprised that you didn't hear this. The chiefs and people, especially the youth, said that they were not ready yet, and that there were some burials they had to do and some traditional ceremonies they had to do for the dead and all that. So we should give them a bit of time. This is a big event, so everybody would have to come there. So we have to wait for them to finish with the traditional thing. So we are waiting for the chiefs and people. Yeah, the overlord. Traditional overlord. Oh my God. We respect tradition. So we are waiting for the tradition to finish. And trust me, the moment we get the information that the people, my own people, are ready, we will be there. Yes, we'll be there. We can't break tradition when the people say, oh, we are not ready yet, and you force yourself there. No, it doesn't make sense, okay? So we will certainly be there. And to the people of the Northeast, you know why Black Rasta hasn't been able to make it? Because the people got to us and said they were not ready. We had the voice notes, we saw the videos, that you needed time to be able to package a few things and open up the way. We love it. We will be there. All right? Thank you. Ras Okokofi Sunmun said, the NPPs are a bunch of criminals. That's all. Daniel Awazi says, why are we humans like that? When we got a little opportunity, we take advantage and take what is not ours. Then Sunday morning, we raise our heads to God to ask for forgiveness. God help us. Okay? It is what it is. More comments? Jason Strapp says, fire, Della Hammond says, I don't trust most of our judges because some of them are NPP card-holding members. Pat Awo says, hello, Black Rasta. Welcome back. Tete Abraham says, the Black Port. Kukushonemo. Tete Abraham is back. He says, why? Solly Evans says, the Sweet Port. More comments coming in. All right. And here we are. We have Godfall. Good for. He says, Tor. We here to listen. We are here to listen. Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Black. Gabriel Avemegan says, welcome back. Rap Thunder says, Listen to wisdom. Our country or nothing. Congrats for the legendary concert at Zebela. We love you, legendary. Oh, Zebela, we love you. We love you. They came out in their numbers. People from other areas, 50,000. The drone shots, oh my God. We love you. You've made us proud. You've demonstrated to the whole world that you love peace. Henry Atia says, welcome, Black. Hanan BC says, welcome. The Bang Bilchin Kanle. The Bang Bilchin Kanle. Yala Mandi B Black Rasta. Yala Mandi B Black Rasta. I know you want me to translate. The Bang Bilchin Kanle. The great royal Dagbang Dagomba, the man who fixes problems. Yellow man de Bia, Black Rasta. That's what it means. Blichini is an authentic royal. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, blessings, Prophet Wayoy. Hanan, thank you so much for those accolades. Henry Atia says, we miss you so much. What happened? We had to go to the north. You know, we had 2 concerts. One of them is still pending because the date has been shifted by the people of Nalergo. We will still go there. Wani Boy says, good evening, my mentor. Wayoy. Henry Atia says, very happy to hear from you today. And Henry Atia says, move of fire. Okay. We have more comments coming in from YouTube and also from Facebook. JDSGH says, greetings, Black. We are live. Wayoy. Our country or nothing. Black, speak truth to power. Nobody is bigger than the truth. Wayoy. Happy Monday. Rap Thunder says, it was everywhere here in Ghana and beyond. We always love to see this. Chief of Patriotism and the Truth. The youth love you, legendary. And I love the youth. Salute of patriotism. Henry Atia says, Black, did you go to Bolga too? Yes, I was in Bolga. I went to Navrongo as well. Nayagnia. I went all the way to Bongo Soin, where we shot Kafankere video. Oh my God. I can't wait for the video to come out. Okay? And then we have Henry Atia says, good evening to the good people of Bolgatanga. Owuswe Champon says, welcome to the Black Empire family, where our emperor only serves his people with the truth, and no criminal or king of frosters can stand against the truth. Akwaba. Victor Success says, I've got you on live. Finally, Kofi Philip Ahiaku says, Black Rasta, you're welcome. Thank you. And he said, this is exclusive. Yes, it is. Efe Sam says, I was checking on you. Thank you so much. Joseph Ashley says, welcome. Okay? We appreciate you and we love you. It's the Black Pot. Spread the word. We are right back. Michael New Watching says, greetings. Mysticality says, oh, looks like I reported late today. Yeah. Frank Kumi says, cut your introduction short. We hear you. Okay? Emmanuel Ania says, it's about high time. It's high time the authorities started to jail some of these criminals. We are gradually losing hope in them. No. Don't. You heard what President Mahama said? Maybe tomorrow we'll bring you the news. Quatins in Team says, I almost thought a politician had kidnapped you, boss. I miss you, senior journalist. Thank you. I'm safe. Blessed love. Frida Yaboa says, I have no issue with Jagre Bekala gifting a Rolls Royce to the Domaine. My concern is, how much were the farmers paid for the land occupied by Jagre Bekala? That's the real question. Wow. I'm hearing this for the first time. What's happening? Send us a message so we can follow up on that. Okay? Eugene Agbeve says, greetings, Rasta. Jah guide and protect us through this month with grace and blessing. Amen. Manuel Kugri says, hey, bro, I am from Zorko Kangao. Okay? Nana Chidom Hene says, they are animals in a human skin. Who? Say, All right? We'll take one more and we'll be done. Sedu Abu says, big up. James says, the moment I saw Malema wearing Trump style, I got to know that the South Africans from Madima, they are gone forever. Okay. James says, Malema ideology to defend the Africans is gone. When I saw him wearing Trump's costume, Africans regretted saying, I've not seen that. I've not seen Malema wearing any Trump shirt. I would like to see it because he talks against Trump and all that. So let me see it. I'll look for it. Okay? Kofi Azuma says, greetings to my brother Black Rasta this blessed Wednesday. And greetings to all my brothers and sisters. And of course, make sure all of you watching the live stream right now, click on the like button and subscribe and donate to the channel. Kofi Azuma says, make sure all of you share this live stream on the social media platforms anytime. Black Rasta is live. Thank you. Says, call a friend, to call a friend, to call yet another friend, to call family members to come and watch and listen to the truth here with Black Rasta on what's going on. Set, wait them. Says, Black, are you trying to corrupt the bailiffs by giving them transport money? Is that bad? The bailiffs don't judge anything. They are only messengers. So you can't, there's no corruption around there. They have no say in any court proceedings. They are just messengers. They bring you their summons. Whether you give them a cow or an ant doesn't change anything. Okay? So they are not lawyers. They are not judges. No. They are messengers. Okay? All right. So Michael Nuwachi says, last court will say Black should apologize to Shatta. Once it is self, we won't give Shatta. Are you sure they will say we should apologize? He himself said it and we repeated it. Why would court say we should apologize? Eh? Or you are prophesying. Prophet Michael Nuwachi. A fool. Okay. Why Mad Jar says, even if GDP is raw cash sitting in the bank, he should know that the GDP includes what these foreign immigrants produce. Exactly, we mentioned that. Does he know what percentage of the SA GDP is contributed by immigrants? Big point. Hani Adonani says, hi, good evening. Michael Nuwachi says, okay, well, I think we read that. Enoch Men says, Black Rasta. But Black Rasta, what is your definition of Sakawa? Well, the court will decide. You don't have a case here. He can equally say the word Sakawa means a hard, talented singer. Wow. We like that. Hard, talented singer. Okay. Then we'll look at the other tapes and see if the two of them correlate. He says he's a hard, talented singer. But he says he's not a singer. He's not a musician. He's a Sakawa. My brother, this thing shouldn't have gone to court. Honestly. It shouldn't. Okay? But it's good that we are there. Okay? What do you have to say about that? Well, that's what I just said. Lucky Kobe says, you can't have NDC in you and not lie. You can't have NDC in you and not lie. Okay, that's Lucy Kobe. Okay. But you can have NPP in you and not lie. Champion Lucy. I love that. Wafasian says, Lucky Kobe, or Lucy Kobe. Who lies best more than the NPP? Hey, Michael Nuwachi says, Shatta is a toothless bulldog. Are you sure? Well, this is the last slide and we'll be done. Charles Kamayo, Bidden Lip, says, may you live long, Black Rasta. Betty Tame, Gregory says, Kevin is something else. Oh. Isaac Azombo says, too much. Steady reading says, shithole pa. Abu Rahim says, Black, you are the real journalist in Ghana. Salute, patriotism. Gifted, Tyran Cisse, Black Empire Media, Black Rasta. I blame Mark Zuckerberg over this blue app. What is this guy saying at all? And on that note, I would like to say thank you so much. And thank you for welcoming us forward. We appreciate you and we love you. To the people of Zabila, we love you. To the people of Boku, we love you. Oh my God. To the people of the Northeast region, we love you. We appreciate you. We are one big family. Nobody can divide us. Yes, nobody. One big family. Bewa, we love you. We'll catch you again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Until then, my name Black Rasta. It's been the Blackport. Hey yo! Hey yo! Wayo! Come on!